I'm gonna do a quick thing for week 6, because I can. Um, so this is Rivari's Rage, and I just want to showcase what this is something that I really want to showcase because this is the main thing about week 6. There's a thing called double projection. What does that mean? It means that you can put when you put a Quicksilver on a glyph of projection overlap like this, and you move a atom on top of it, it can project twice in a single cycle. I am going to fill this with drop commands to see what's going on. A single cycle passes by and it can project instantly from copper to gold. And the reason why this happens is because the Quicksilver spawns in once at the beginning of the cycle, and then it spawns in again on the next cycle. And also, you can drag these around to have different behavior. So, if I have the bonder on top, it will project first, and nothing will bond to this until this is saturated. Whereas if it's the other way around, that will happen. Yeah, so beginning and end of the cycle are before and after movement. So it will project once before movement, and then once after movement. So here's a... So it's going to project once here, and you can notice that the second part of the second Quicksilver here, at the end of the cycle, gets bonded onto this sled. So yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you can do with overlap, specifically with Quicksilver projection. There's some very, very complicated things. I want to get this just kind of out there because a lot of people have not messed with overlap before, and this is like something completely new to them. And I just want to showcase this so that people can have something to look at. I'll highlight this on Twitch and posting it to YouTube so people can see this. Yes, so it is completely possible to use 2 Quicksilver per every single cycle. So yeah, I'm just showing you can do stuff like this. There's a lot of really, really crazy stuff you can do. So yeah. Please go and experiment.
Yep. Experiment with this. If you're not familiar with the crazy stuff you can do with overlap, there's a resource that was posted in the Discord a couple of times. I'm sure someone's going to post it again. That goes a lot more into the specifics about like the technical things about what happens behind the scenes and like why stuff gets double consumed and that sort of a thing. That would be a good read because that week 6 is going to be a classic purification problem, but with the added spiciness of, because we got overlap, we can do stuff that's usually not permitted. So we got new toys to play with. You'll want, Biggie posted the link in the chat.
And it's just there's a lot of solutions in there, and there's some theory on it as well. I will definitely put that into I'm definitely going to put this into the video description. very, very good resource to use. Also, another interesting thing that you might be very interested in looking at is the overlap solution to Rivari's wheel, which is in there. Because Rivari's wheel is 1 lead input and 2 quicksilver inputs. Rivari's wheel is different in that the lead is also overlappable, and it is actually completely metal limited, because with 2 quicksilver inputs giving you 2 quicksilver every single cycle, you have excess quicksilver. It's not exactly the case in this puzzle. This puzzle, I can't say too much if what exactly is limited, because you are trying to solve for throughput here, so I have to be careful of what I say. But long story short, it's a complicated throughput calculation. Yeah, it's a very complicated throughput calculation. All I can really say is do the best you can. Yeah, sometimes theory, like whatever theoretically is plausible, isn't always possible. So don't be too bummed out if there's something that's like, oh, this should, like, theoretically this really should work, and but get something working first, and then optimize on that and see how far you can get. Don't shoot for the moon and then end up falling short.
Yeah.
Because even though you do have 2 weeks to work on this, this is not an easy, it is not an easy puzzle to optimize. It's very easy to solve poorly, which is kind of my shtick. But if you want to really get to maximum throughput, there's a lot of effort and optimization to go into this. Yeah, it is definitely mathy. Yeah,
Biggie posted another resource in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, I will also link that. Be careful with overlap or your scoreboard will get messed up. Yes, if you use overlap, please, please, please use hermit mode if you are doing this for the main campaign puzzles, because it can mess up histograms, and nobody likes bugged up histograms. And yeah.
Alternatively, you can create custom puzzles with the exact same inputs and outputs and dink around with all the overlap you want there.
Yeah, that's another thing you can do. Oh, and one more thing about week 6. It is not due in a week, aka it is not due Tuesday, February 2nd at midnight UTC. It is due, March 2nd UTC. It is due March 9th. There are 2 weeks to work on this. This is 1 week more than normal, and it is because people are getting burned out, and I've decided to put a break in the middle of this. And yeah, the second metric for this is area, and that is just, yeah,
straight up area cycles gold.
Yep. There's a bunch of rules in the document, so please look at the document.